the hypocrisy. Watch the road ones toss stones from a throne. Built on brittle bones, making criminal accusations like they prophets of a nation. But it's all foundation erosion, a corrosion coated in polished persuasion. Stop the threats, they shout while they thread new legislation. Edging the smuggling in daylight like smugglers evading detection. Protecting themselves from reflection, shielding their egos from every objection. Expecting perfection from citizens, they dissect with inspection. They feast on speech like vultures on a carcass, marking targets with charges so sharp they carve darkness. Calling it justice like the law is stainless, but the ink on the page is shameless. Nameless plaintiff crying danger at the faintest fragrance of truth. You're the flaw when you speak. They tweak the rules to make you weak. Silence you quick, throw you in the pit, then preach peace while they tighten the leash. Call that freedom? Nah, that's a rhetorical myth. More meat for the grind, a taxpayer reminder. The system's a blind tiger dressed as a wise advisor, but behind a visor lies a miser. Hoisting control higher, your right set on up higher. Talk spicy, it's criminal. Talk nicely, it's minimal. Either way they pivot you into the political ritual. A cynical, pitiful cycle where the state becomes biblical. Not divine, but tyrannical, mechanical, manic and clinical. Dispensing penalties like medical doses, but never diagnosing the hypocrisy they hosted. Offended. Me too! Cries fuel the machine, a grievance routine, a courtroom guillotine. Your freedom gets re-screened through a state-run latrine. Flush clean a meaning until the meaning is obscene. They'll turn you cold as ice for rolling the dice on your right. Two slides, two lies with words precise, but the price of that spice is a cell that bites, and a judge who writes new laws overnight to ensure your voice is erased on sight. Tyrants stand tall with paternal gall. Don't worry, we'll save you from it all. The call to answer is controls and thralls. Strip right, strip lies, ricochet the hall until justice is just a mask on a wall. Attack when events that collapse on us all. Anything they can do, you paid for the claws. Built the cage, paved the way for their applause. Now every flaw is a cause for new laws, while the state sharpens jaws to gnaw with your draws. And the country full, but no one's home. Just drones scrolling phones, swallowing stones. Stoned by talking head clones, whispering propaganda in monotone tones. Where's the share of truth buried under glare? Stares that declare off with their head. Who said free speech could ever have that much flair? Apparently not. The overseers merged in the air, calling rebellion a snare, calling satire unfair, but calling their agenda care. They slash a sentence mid-syllable, label your truth criminal, then pivot into political rituals, hypocritical miracles where the words are permissible, but yours are invisible, punishable, risible, a system invisible until it becomes physical. Next day they preach from the stage, rage about rage, page after page. Wild cages are built from your wage, all from laws alone, judging grave to enslave what they couldn't persuade. You paid for the solution that birthed your institution of prostitution and prostitution, selling right for restitution, calling oppression execution of sex and mix. That's their flex, their complex, their pretext to index your intellect as suspect while they dissect your dialect to redirect your effect and perfect the state's architect of unchecked disrespect. But here's the crack they can't detect, a voice that resurrects when press, a chest that protects.